cat from the Humane Society. And my goal, thank you, my goal is to get the largest cat possible. And I got the largest cat possible, but I learned a valuable lesson. You should not seek and bring home the largest food-driven creature possible. This cat is very bossy. He doesn't like when I'm in his way. He doesn't like when I'm not feeding him 3 meals a day. He wants me in the kitchen, cooking and cleaning. Yeah. Basically, I've entered into a 1950s domestic abuse relationship with this cat. So this cat is, he's angry when he's hungry. And he is always hungry. So I've tried feeding him as much as he wants, but he will eat until he dies. He basically becomes a furry basketball with failing internal organs, which admittedly is more manageable than his healthy state, and kind of cute, but not good. I can't do it. So I've also tried calming him down with weed oil, right? Which works, it works great, but then he comes down from his high. Then I have a dysregulated junkie on my hands, but he's got knives for fingers, okay? And he knows I'm his dealer. It's not good. So at this point, I've got the cat kind of locked into a maximum security prison that is my home. And I say maximum security because he lost his yard time. Because he murders in the yard. So much death. So much. So as you can tell from the story, basically me and this cat do not have a great relationship. It's very strange. And maybe you have a relationship like this, and maybe you relate to me with man or beast. But if you relate to my cat in this story, then don't change. You're doing great. That's perfect. Someone's feeding you, someone's keeping you warm, they're trying to keep you comfortable. You're back in the womb. This is very ideal. So, I think that my skin health is directly related to my diet. And I think I couldn't stop eating junk food unless someone locked me in prison. But prison would also be the worst place to suddenly have beautiful skin. Like, who would you tell? So I think people who drive, well, I hear this is what people say, I'm not saying I say it, but people who drive fast cars and big cars have small penises, right? And if this is true, what does that mean for astronauts? I mean, they fly a phallic object very fast into the sky. Sometimes it explodes. So are you guys all familiar with the bus? You know about buses? Kind of like larger cars that drive people around. So, buses always smell like things you shouldn't do on a bus. And I have a good real-world example for this. So let's say you're getting on the bus, you're smelling around, as you do on the bus, and you smell something that smells like, hey, this may smell like a barbershop. Maybe there's a barber in here. And you say, oh, you know, this kind of smells like a brothel or a strip club. Maybe there's a sex worker in here. But you could be wrong. The more realistic scenario is there's a bus masturbator who happens to be masturbating while he cuts someone's hair to fulfill his fetish. And that's real, because that man is called the Tri-Met Barber. If you guys have been here a long time, you know who he is. Yeah. He's been masturbating on the bus, he's been cutting hair on the bus, and he's been masturbating onto hair on the bus. This is what we call a sex offender triple threat. So basically, the bus is pretty lawless. The guy has been riding the bus for over a decade doing this, right? So he gets arrested, and then he gets right back on the bus. And I think I have a solution, because I've been talking about him for a while at open mics. I feel like I've got to solve this problem. So I think we should give bus drivers guns. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. So we give them the guns, right? And then the masturbator's not the only one with potential loads that could go off. They balance each other out. Okay, so this next one's a thinker. but also keep thinking about the masturbator. It's also about him. But there's a dog in Seattle that rides the bus. And this dog rides it all by himself. This dog gets on the bus and off the bus all by himself. And the masturbator in Portland gets on the bus and off on the bus all by himself. I want that joke to land so much more, so bad. So, silence can be funny sometimes. So people tell me they like animals more than people, which I think is crazy. Because an animal will rip your face off, and an animal will eat you alive. But people won't do that. Except for people from Florida. I think of Florida as America's diseased penis.
Where's the asshole?
We're talking penis only this time. Penis only. But I have a solution to this diseased penis that I'll share with you now. So if America was to treat Florida's diseased penis as a Florida man would treat his own diseased penis, you simply cut it off and let it drift into the ocean. Which is really gross, but Florida is really gross. And that's my set. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it.